Albert Einstein is a famous physicist. Born in Germany in 1879, Einstein spent his life truly making his mark on the scientific community, including developing the general theory of relativity and winning the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 before he passed away in 1955. Below, the Life Lessons channel compiles the most famous quotes of Albert Einstein. Please listen. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Logic will get you from A to Z, imagination will get you everywhere. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. Never memorize something that you can look up. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. Everything must be made as simple as possible. But not simpler. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Love is a better master than duty. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. It is not that I'm so smart. But I stay with the questions much longer. 24. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. You never fail until you stop trying. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. A human being is a part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Time is an illusion. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. In matters of truth and justice, there is no difference between large and small problems, for issues concerning the treatment of people are all the same. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Never do anything against conscience even if the state demands it. Joy in looking and comprehending is nature's most beautiful gift. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The only source of knowledge is experience. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. If people are good only because they fear punishment, and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong, it is character. Whoever undertakes to set himself up as a judge of truth and knowledge is shipwrecked by the laughter of the gods. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. True art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. Without deep reflection, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. Nothing is more destructive of respect for the government and the law of the land than passing laws which cannot be enforced. The distinction between the past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. We still do not know 1,000th of 1% of what nature has revealed to us. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Mozart's music is so pure and beautiful that I see it as a reflection of the inner beauty of the universe. The only real valuable thing is intuition. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. People love chopping wood. In this activity one immediately sees results. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. I think and think for months and years. 99 times, the conclusion is false. The 100th time I am right. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. We cannot despair of humanity, since we ourselves are human beings. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Confusion of goals and perfection of means seems, in my opinion, to characterize our age. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. We should take care not to make the intellect our goal. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. The faster you go, the shorter you are. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone, best both for the body and the mind. The man of science is a poor philosopher. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. One may say the eternal mystery of the world is its comprehensibility. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. We shall require a substantially new manner of thinking if mankind is to survive. The process of scientific discovery is, in effect, a continual flight from wonder. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. Memory is deceptive because it is colored by today's events. Solitude is painful when one is young, but delightful when one is more mature. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Most of the fundamental ideas of science are essentially simple, and may, as a rule, be expressed in a language comprehensible to everyone. You have just finished viewing Albert Einstein's most famous quotes. What is your favorite quote from Albert Einstein? Let's share in the comments.
Life Lessons channel. Thank you for watching the video.